Okay, guys and girls, bone development. The other day in class, we started talking about some of the functions of bone. We said the bone has 5 main functions. There are 5 things that your skeletal system does for your body. Do you remember this discussion? Could you name one for me? Can someone name one? Tiffany? Okay, the bone system allows for movement. Let's write some of these down. Okay, number 1, it allows for movement. Okay, what else does the skeletal system do for our body? Yes?
Store minerals.
Oh, wonderful. Storage. Storage of minerals. What are some minerals that we store, by the way, when we in our skeletal system? Some useful minerals or things we store. Name one?
Calcium.
Calcium. Okay, good. And name another one?
Minerals.
Yeah, good. Minerals. That's great. Well, we got calcium. Is there another one that you remember our discussion with?
Vitamins.
No, vitamins and minerals are 2 different things. We have a group that's going to tell us all about that in a couple of weeks. Okay, we mentioned calcium, silicon, and we also mentioned phosphorus are some things that we mentioned in class. Okay, let's go on. Number 3, what's the third thing that the skeletal system does for us? Scott?
Supports the body.
It does. And supports, it adds structure to the body. It supports. Remember the example we gave in class the other day. Those of you that have been camping before, right? We had the tent laying out, and it's all ready to go, and we're gone camping, but we forgot the supports. We forgot the little fiberglass or the aluminum poles that hold it up. How successful are we going to be in making the tent, other than if you go out and get some sticks out of the woods, right? If you forgot your supports, what's the tent going to do? It's going to lay there. We can understand or we can imagine what our bodies would look like without the skeletal system, how much we could get done. Yes, Tiffany?
Makes blood cells.
Wonderful answer. What are the 2 types of blood cells that we know that it makes?
Red.
Kama? You got it?
Red blood cells and white blood cells.
What do red blood cells do for you, Kama? What do we need red blood cells for? Can you tell me?
They transport oxygen to our body.
Wonderful answer. Transports oxygen. Even transports carbon dioxide back out of the body, right? Good. Transports gases. What do white blood cells do for us? What do white blood cells do? Yeah, go ahead.
They help clear out your body from all bacteria and stuff.
Very nice answer. Very nice. It helps clean the body, keeps it cleaned out. Bacteria infections, things like that. Okay, number 5. What's the 5th thing that the skeletal system is going to do for us, Brad?
It protects us.
Okay, good. It protects us. How does it protect us? How does the skeletal system protect us, Daniel?
It protects the organs by because it's hard and the organs are soft.
Okay, give me an example of an organ that's protected by the skeletal system. Go ahead, name one. Okay, the heart's protected by the organ system. Name another one. Okay, the lungs are protected. Never mind. What? Okay, your stomach is down here, okay, but it is semi-protected by the rib cage. Go ahead.
The brain.
Okay, the brain's another really important one that's protected. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, guys and girls, these are the 5 functions of the skeletal system. Now, what we need to do is we need to talk about the beginnings of the developing of the bone itself. Now, when you guys and girls, when we were all born, when we first came into this world, our bones were not exactly the way they are now. Anybody have any idea of what our bones were probably like when we were born? Gary?
Smaller.
Okay, smaller? That's true, much smaller. Donna?
Fragile.
Excuse me?
Fragile.
You know, we say fragile. We say that the bones of a baby are real fragile, but you know, that's really not true. That's really, really not true. And there's a reason for that. That's where we're headed. Go ahead.
Flexible and surrounded by more cartilage.
Okay, did you hear what he said? Say it again.
Flexible and they bend more easily.
They're flexible, they bend more easy. You said that they were surrounded by...
More cartilage.
Okay, he's almost there. They are flexible and they do bend more easily. But are they surrounded by more cartilage?
They are cartilage.
I think the proper way to say it is what? They are. They are mainly cartilage. The bones of a young child's body are mainly made up of cartilage. Matter of fact, the way the bones harden or solidify themselves is by adding what to them? You guys have told me already those things. Okay, good. Say it again.
Calcium.
Okay, calcium. Say it again. Minerals, good. Calcium, minerals, phosphorus, silicon, all those things added. We know that if we add minerals to the bones, just like we do if we add minerals to the rocks, what's going to happen to the bones? Say it again. They're going to harden. That's why rocks are so hard, is because they have minerals in it. Put your chair down. Would you break my chair? Okay, the rocks are so hard because of the mineral content in them, and your bones are so hard because of the mineral content also. Guys and girls, if we took a bone and we boiled it, or leached out or pulled out the minerals out of the bone, what could we do with the bone? If it isn't brittle or hard, what could we do? Yeah, bend it. Yeah, guys and girls, we could take a bone and we could tie it into a knot and it wouldn't break. Whoa! We could tie it in a knot and it wouldn't break. So, developing bones. Most of us start out, all little babies, start out as with cartilage. Mostly their body's made up of cartilage. Now, where can I find cartilage on my body? How can I see an example of what cartilage is really like?
Your ear.
Okay, everybody go. Get your ears. Okay, right here. Where else? Where else? Go.
Your nose.
Your nose. Tip of your nose. Do this. Tell me something about cartilage now. Tell me something about cartilage. What do you know about cartilage now? Go. Okay, it's what? Okay, she said it's bendable. You may not have heard it's bendable. Yeah?
Hurts when you pull it.
Yeah, it hurts when you pull it. Go ahead.
It's softer than
Softer than bone, bendable. It's very flexible and bendable.
Squishy.
It's squishy. Guys and girls, you know I think it's amazing though. Even though it is softer and bendable, it does still support. It does still hold up and support. It has shape. It supports the muscle or the flesh around it. So cartilage does have some neat characteristics. If you want to see cartilage up close and personal, next time you eat chicken or chicken breast, go down to the very tip of the breast there, and you got that white rubbery stuff. Ooh, yeah, that's it. That's the cartilage. Ooh's the cartilage. Now, let's talk about a developed bone or the bone structure itself. Now, what I've got up here is an incredible, probably a world-famous picture of a bone that I drew up there myself. I want you to know I did this myself. I did. Okay. Thank you. Throw money now. Okay, here we go. Now, let's talk about some of the different structures. First of all, there's the white out here that surrounds the outside of the bone. It tends to be a sleeve that surrounds the bone. What do we call this sleeve? Does anybody look ahead in their book? No? No? Oh. Everybody say the word. Just a minute. Everybody say the word periosteum. Periosteum. One more time. Periosteum. Periosteum. Periosteum is a protective sleeve that surrounds the outside of the bone. So if we look over here, by the way, what's the longest bone on the human skeleton? What is it?
Femur.
Say it again. Yeah, the femur. Yeah, good. So if I take this femur or any bone here, and I look at this bone right here, if I look at this bone is going to be surrounded by a sleeve or a membrane that's called the periosteum. Now, what's the purpose, or what do you think we could get out of the periosteum? What do you think the purpose of that bone structure could be? Why would you want a sleeve around this bone? Oh.
To give it more support.
Okay, very nice answer. Give it more support. Name something else. What do you think? Take your guesses.
Protect it.
Good answer.
When you fall, it might not hurt your bone as much. Protect the bone.
Okay, good. Protection and support are the two things I keep hearing. Let's add a couple more things to it. Ready? The periosteum allows food, oxygen, and nutrients to get to the bone by traveling underneath of itself. It allows it to get to the bone. Let's just say, that Eric goes out for track. Let's say Eric goes out for track. He becomes this great long jumper, and during practice, he's running down the runway. He gets to the board. He's counting his steps. He's going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Off the board. Big hit, boy. Boom. He's up in the air. He's driving forward. He lands. All of a sudden, he realizes, the takeoff. I hurt my leg. He's got what's called a hairline fracture. Okay, he's got a crack that runs down the face of the bone. Just a little crack. Now, that periosteum is going to be real important now, because the periosteum is a protective sleeve that not only protects and supports, but it's also going to allow nutrients and calcium and other repair needed material to get to that area. It has growth cells in it that's going to allow the growth and repair of that area. It's there for development and also there for repair, not just support and not just to protect, but it's there for repair and growth. The periosteum is really important, especially at your age, for the growth that you guys are going to go through as your bones get longer and you guys get bigger.